For over 4 decades, I've shared my life with my husband. Our bond traces back to our fathers, who were comrades during wartime, forging a connection between us since childhood. Amidst occasional disagreements, we navigated a content existence together. Yet, when he reached 65, a devastating blow struck, a diagnosis of an uncommon cancer. Despite relentless efforts with diverse treatments, the cancer persisted, leaving us helpless. Nevertheless, our love endured, steadfast until his final moments. I distinctly recall the final words he uttered to me. Lying in bed, surrounded by loved ones, he murmured about going home and seeing me again. I clutched his hand until it went limp, realizing he had passed. The doctor placed him in a body bag, and I followed his journey to the funeral home. That night, grief consumed me, and I found myself angry at God for taking away my soulmate. Months slipped by in a haze of despair. I stopped eating regularly, ignored exercise, and yearned to be with my husband. Depression gripped me, straining my relationships with my kids. Everywhere in the house, reminders of him lurked, and my health faltered. Summoning courage after a month, I ventured to the park we frequented. Near the lakeside benches, where we often conversed, I spotted a figure. As I approached, it vanished. Tears welled up as I reminisced, feeling more isolated than ever. Suddenly, the figure reappeared by the lake. Perplexed, I wondered what was happening. A sharp pain seized my chest, sending me to the ground. Losing consciousness, I found myself drawn towards a radiant light, traversing a tunnel to the other side. A wave of love surrounded me, impossible to describe. I heard my own voice, filled with regret and anger towards God and my family. Overwhelmed, I prayed for forgiveness. Miraculously, the voices ceased, leaving me with peace. Standing before a dazzling throne, a blurred figure seated upon it addressed my grievances. They acknowledged my pain and clarified why my husband had departed, having fulfilled his life's wishes. Curious, I asked to see him again. God agreed, guiding me through heaven's wonders. We reached a beautiful lake and vast pastures before arriving at our heavenly home, where my husband tended to flowers. Encouraged by God, I approached my husband, but he was puzzled by my presence. He insisted it wasn't my time, urging me to return for our children's sake. He promised we'd reunite, kissing my cheek gently. Waking up near the park's border, a friendly park ranger came to my aid. Even though it seemed as if I had been lost in deep thought for ages, only a brief moment had ticked by. I declined any medical help, opting instead to make my way home. In the ensuing months, I gradually adapted and resumed my normal activities. The recent 5 years have thrown various obstacles my way, yet with each passing year, I'm reminded of the fleeting nature of time. Holding on to the belief that my husband is waiting for me in the afterlife, I eagerly await the possibility of our reunion, holding on to the dream of eternal togetherness.